When we think about robots and drums, most of us tend to immediately gravitate towards drum machines, but this isn't that. The robots aren't making the beats here, but they are making the drums, or at least they're responsible for some of the process. But is this just some sort of gimmicky manufacturing method? I'll admit, I was more than a little skeptical when one of you first brought this company to our attention. But today we're lucky enough to have an instrument from Robot Drum Company here, and we're going to see what this snare drum is really capable of. So during the intro there, you just had a quick listen to what this drum can sound like at a single tuning without any muffling, EQ, compression, or any other post-production polishing. Now let's get into some sonic scrutiny with some detailed demonstrations. At a medium tuning, it's clear that this drum is capable of some great sounds, but what actually is contributing to that? First, some key structural details. This drum shell is 14-inch in diameter by 8-inch in depth and features 10 plies of maple. And while the physical depth of this drum is certainly contributing to the overall body that we're hearing in the tone, it's surprisingly light. And that is the key here relative to the use of robots. Jonathan Kennemer is the mastermind behind Robot Drum Company and came up with the idea to use CNC manufacturing to remove unnecessary mass from the drum shell. We'll talk a little bit more about this precision manufacturing and what makes this drum unique, but first let's listen to a little bit more at this particular tuning. This particular snare drum is part of the Kumiko series. The pattern of triangles carved into the shell, creating a repeating hexagonal design, is actually inspired by the Japanese art of Kumiko. In addition to this wild aesthetic, the carved pattern results in the removal of about 15% of the mass of the drum shell. I've played and certainly held more than my fair share of deep snare drums, including 14 by 8-inch drums, and this is easily the lightest of them all. From a physics perspective, less mass requires less energy to set it into motion. So from what we're told, this drum is able to incorporate more of the shell sound into its overall tone. Speaking of tone, let's go ahead and listen to what this drum is capable of at a lower tuning. Not so surprisingly, that deep, throaty quality of sound is still consistent in this lower tuning as well. And remember that this is raw audio and the snare drum is unmuffled. The stock snare batter is an Evans UV1 coated single ply head, and the snare reso is an Evans Snare Side 300. Interestingly enough, this snare drum features pretty standard triple flange hoops and 10 lugs, but each of these monohex lugs is 3D printed from glass fiber reinforced composite, so they're super durable. It's important to note that these custom lugs are outfitted with threaded metal inserts, so the tension rods aren't going directly into the 3D printed material. It's also worth noting that the gaskets for the lugs, as well as the rest of the hardware, are 3D printed from thermoplastic urethane, which is flexible but also ultra durable. Let's hear a little bit more from the drum at this lower tuning. As I mentioned earlier, this drum is featuring a single ply snare batter that's completely unmuffled, and I know that there are some people who can get thrown off a little bit by the longer decay, the resonance, and the overtones present there. While these overtones tend to disappear within any sort of musical context, and we actually have some episodes that dive into that phenomenon that you should check out if you haven't already, I did want to demo this with a little bit of tasteful muffling just so you could hear what you get if you did so yourself. I'm going to take a strip of bandana that I use to muffle the snare wires on the drums behind me when they're not being played, and affix it to the batter hoop with a couple of binder clips so you can hear what this sounds like with a little bit of muffling. Okay, well hopefully that will appease at least some of you who get a little uneasy when it comes to a wide open, low tuned snare drum. Next up, let's tune this thing quite a bit higher. I love how this snare drum still has that dry, warm, throaty sound even up in the higher end of the tuning register. It speaks with clarity, but without any of those shrill harmonics that tend to inspire people to automatically reach for muffling. In addition to the wild design, this snare drum came featuring another element that we'd never seen on a snare drum here before, and that's 12-strand wires. If you followed along with some of our other deep dives into snare wires in the past, you'll know that we are fans of the Pure Sound concert snare wires, including the 12-strand model that are on this drum right now. These wires work beautifully with the drier, throatier sound of this drum, allowing it to speak freely without muffling the snare side head too much regardless of tension. And you might think that a narrower set of wires like this 12-strand set would be chosen specifically for a narrower snare bed, but not necessarily in this case. In fact, this drum features some of the widest snare beds that we've seen on a snare drum before. Let's hear a bit more at this higher tuning. Another design element worth calling attention to here is the Snare Throw Off, which, as far as I understand, is a custom design and is also 3D printed just like the lugs. While my first impression of this particular throw-off was that it seemed a little bit brutalist in design, it's growing on me, and I've been really impressed by how smooth it is and how reliable it's been leading up to the shoot and throughout the course of today's demos. So, to answer my initial skepticism, the robots are absolutely not a gimmick, and neither is the design itself. I think that these drums will really speak to those who appreciate the aesthetic the most, but I would be surprised if the more utilitarian players out there, those that are super appreciative of the sonic qualities, wouldn't also be drawn to it as well. This drum far exceeded any expectations I had going in and really delivered on the quality of an instrument that I would expect to see from any kind of a custom boutique manufacturer. Additionally, these fine snare drums are designed and manufactured in the United States. I love the intersection of technology and artistry, and this drum, as well as Robot Drum Company as a whole, seems to be balanced right in the middle. Thanks so much to Jonathan for making these awesome drums and for helping make this episode possible. Please visit the link in the description below to learn more about Robot Drum Company, and we'll see you very soon.